Greetings and welcome to another episode of Learn IT with Mr. P. Today's topic is SSH or Secure Shell. It's again one of the more fundamental programs that you will use in your career. And at its most basic level, think of SSH as a way to access another computer and run commands as if your keyboard and monitor were directly connected to it. In fact, when using text mode under SSH and running the command line, you'll find that it's very fast and will never require a high-speed connection. In fact, high-speed access to everywhere in the United States is not available, nor is it available in all countries around the world. In addition, many people will maintain old-school dial-up access just to provide a backup to administer systems via SSH. This is an image of a typical data center rack systems. And you'll notice on the racks are dozens and dozens of computers, but there aren't dozens and dozens of keyboards, mice, and monitors. It would be very impractical to drag one around and plug it in. And of course, having all that extra space just for having extra monitors and keyboards would make no sense. So SSH is a great way to get in and individually work on each one of these servers via its IP address. Let me demonstrate just how easy it is to use SSH. If anybody's seen any of my videos before, you'll recognize this as the prompt for my main computer that I'm using here in my workshop. And I type in ls just to show you that I have different files on this computer. Then I will be going into now a different computer by typing in SSH, or again, Secure Shell, my name, and the IP address of the computer that I wish to attach to. 10.0.0.99. And again, these IP addresses will be different on your own network. And in some instances, you'll actually be using a name, not an IP address. But this program, SSH, will work in the same manner. I hit enter. It's going to ask me for my password, and I will enter that now. And I'm in. And you'll notice that it says welcome to Bodhi Linux. It's a different version of Linux that I'm running on a different computer. You'll see here that the prompt that I was using has changed to a different prompt, the username at the Bodhi desktop. And if I type in ls, you can see that the files that are being shown on this computer are different from the one that I was logging in from. So here I'm able to do any of the commands that I would normally do without having to actually use a keyboard and mouse and a monitor connected to that other computer. I have total control over it as long as I have supervisor access with my password. That's pretty easy. That's pretty cool. When I'm done, I just type in the word exit. And I'm back. It tells me the connection's closed. My prompt at the Neil at PC CM Tower is back to where it was. There's one more thing I'd like to demonstrate. That is a scenario where you're logging into a new machine, a new IP address for the very first time using Secure Shell. I'm going to SSH with my name, again, to a different machine that I set up earlier that I haven't connected to via SSH ever before. It's exactly the same so far, but now it's telling me that the authenticity of the host with the IP address can't be established. Now, what that's basically saying is that you've never connected to this machine before. I know this machine is safe, so I'm just going to enter yes. And then I'm going to ask me for my password, so I'll enter that. And I should be able to get in, and there I am. And you can see, compared to the earlier thing that I just logged into, the other machine I logged into, the prompt here looks a little different. This is actually a very old machine that has Linux on it, but it is a different host. Again, it'll work the same if I type in ls And this I have my while loop program. This is stuff that I've written, my Kodi crash log, so you get a little sense of what I've been doing on this computer. But if I quit, or exit, sorry, not quit, but exit, connection to that IP address is closed. The next time I log in to this same machine, I do not get that warning about the fingerprint needing to be typed in ES. So I just want to make sure you're aware of that. The first time you log in, you're going to see a warning message to that effect. So again, hope you like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thank you very much. Hi, hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, but more importantly, leave a comment so I know what type of topics you'd like me to go into next time, what things you'd like me to explore in more depth, and certainly how I can help you on your journey to become an IT professional. Thank you again.